Howdy ho. Well, we're going to peel this mask and see what this mess looks like. I say it's a mess for two reasons. One, my mask kept riding uphill, or it kept riding down to the narrow. I wasn't pulling it tight, but it seems like no matter what I did, the mask rode down towards the narrow. Downhill, we'll call it. And then the other thing that got me is there's a little spot or two that on the narrow side of the mask it lifted up, and I kept trying to touch it back down because I couldn't get my finger in there because of the paint. I kept trying to touch the mask back down and getting it to adhere, and it kept lifting up. So these are well painted, and we're going to go ahead and peel the mask and see what kind of mess we have on our hands. If I have to clean it up, then I have to clean it up. That's all there is to it. That is exactly why I did it in enamel paint. I'm expecting I had some ride. Yeah, I can already see where the enamel rode the panel line. Or it's actually a hatch, but it's a line like a panel line, and the enamel rode right on down it. Well, the first stripe is revealed, and it does not look ghastly. It needs to be cleaned up. If I can find the tape. I'm going to make Thanksgiving tonight. Not really Thanksgiving, but I got a butterball turkey breast that I will be putting in the oven. Oh, now the last thing I want to do is get this at the wrong spot, but I'm having a little time finding the end of the tape. There we go. Yep, that's a wreck. That is a little bit of a wreck. Um, okay, let me see if I can bring my light over here. Up there on that camera. Yeah, that's a wreck. That's a holy hell wreck. It's a wreck. So I'm gonna have to be going into magnifier mode here. It looks like the lines may be consistent if I can get the one that's an utter wreck. An utter wreck if I can get it cleaned up okay. So here's the test. Here's the test for what I've been saying about enamel paint. So let me come down here with it. And I'll switch views, so maybe you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Maybe not. What I'm doing is I'm going to clean up the line that looks good first. I'm using just a hint of mineral spirits on my brush here. And it's a lot like I'm painting details, except I'm trying to rub some detail off. Whoops. That'll do it. That'll do it. I thought I had gotten out a brand new clean makeup sponge. But now I'm going to get out another one. And that is for the fine edge. I hope the other one painted better than this one. This line here, this is going to be nothing to clean up this line. The line on the other side is going to be a very different story. Do I not have a brand new brush that I can use? A little bit of, yeah, a little bit of high side from the tape. Whoa, focus tremor. That's what my doctor calls it. I call it fucking shaky hands, man. Okay, here's where the tape just plain lifted up and didn't do its job. So we're gonna let that mineral spirit work a second. And then we're gonna try and sweep away the white paint. Oh my god, that almost works so well. That cleaned up really nicely. Now, here's a big spot where the tape just failed me. Can you see that? See how awful that line is? Now, I don't know what happened, but I see a couple little tiny spots where I'm going to have to touch up the I'm going to have to touch up the yellow. That, I can't tell if that's something on there. Yeah, that's something on there. Okay, so can you see the bottom line? Focus. Focus. There. See the line on the bottom? There it is. If I can get my direction straight. Focus. Damn this camera. There. I'm going to clean up that bottom line. And whatever was on the surface is on this surface. Take a little fleck of dark green or something. Ugh. And this isn't right here. This isn't a bad spot or anything, but it's like one little. I wonder. I'm gonna need to touch that up with white. It's like one little fleck where I didn't seem to get coverage. It's one little tiny spot. Little tiny touch-ups on the yellow. I mean, it's going to be like dry brush touch-ups. And that one little spot right there, but we'll check the next one. And let's see. Now, I need that to dry ever so slightly. And then I'm going to try and it got a little lip from the tape. I knew I was going to have a problem with the tape. Because it's wrapped too thick in some spots. Number 2 thick. Instead of just being a single layer like a straight piece. Now let's see how this one came out. So yeah, after I'm sure that's 100% dry, then I'm going to take a wicked fine piece of sandpaper to the high ridges around the perimeter. But it needs to be dry. I don't want to have anything crumbling off. Couple touch-ups on that one, but that one looks good. Yeah, that one's got a couple touch-ups, but this one came out like a champ. What I'm looking for. Where's my mineral spirits? Now I've been thinking about the decals, how I want to do the decals with the tail laying down. But that means that I'm definitely going to have to, instead of just relying on the decal falling in this line of the rudder, I'm going to have to cut it at the rudder so that I'll be able to take the rudder off to put the tail section on. So here's the first big scrub up. Let that mineral spirits work a second. Really, if you can let the mineral spirits do its job, it'll work in there and it'll break down that paint. And then all you got to do is go whoop, whoop. And maybe okay. Typical cock up here by the hatch. Let that work. 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 Work, 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 work. My son will be home soon. Let me tell you, he is pleased it is Friday. Where's that toothpick? I need to trim a couple bristles off of this brush again. And then here in this panel line for the, whoa, that was way too much. Yeah, it's that darn panel line. Let's see if I can eradicate this bristle. It's one. pressure a little bit down here bottom, and that line's done. Okay. The outside of the other line, there's one little tiny spot where I need to touch it, and the outside is fine. The inside on the yellow is the only part that needs fixing. Let that work a second. Good. Oh yeah, I think that's awesome. Might be able to get this little piece out of the way. There. Now, like I said, there's some little tiny, I mean tiny things for me to get here. And I'm gonna try and not like put any real paint on. I'm gonna blot my brush. I'm gonna do this as much like dry brushing as I can. Okay, let that dry. I still need to, like I said, I still need to knock down. There's like a little perimeter ridge where some paint pulled up against the mask. And I am going to take care of that. That's like a painting faux pas. I can't have that. Okay. So that needs to dry, and I need to do a little bit more with mineral spirits. Yeah, now I'm going to get after that chrome yellow, and I'm going to do that with a very fine brush, but one with a little tiny bit of area, a little bit more area than that one. And same thing, I'm barely going to be like, I don't want to put any paint on. I don't want to show paint. I want to paint just enough to cover a couple little tiny blips. Barely even anomalies. And then, of course, the white is a little aggravating because brushing that white off there, it gets everywhere. And that'll happen again after I knock that standing edge down. I think that's something on the paint. Okay. Okay. I just saw it. It was right over here. Here it is. Okay, I still want these to dry some more before I dick with them. like I said, like I said, like I keep saying, there, the lines could have been a little straighter, but that's based on my hyper type A personality. I'll show you. There's my boy. So let me see if I can demonstrate it to this camera. Well, you're probably not going to be able to see it, which would be a good thing. Hey, boy. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to see it in a way that it's meaningful. What it is, so let me get this straight up and down. No, you can't even see it. The line for the stripe, it's a little bit, you know, but it's so small, it's probably not going to show. So I wicked need these to dry. These are going to need to dry for a while to make sure that that enamel's cured. And then I need to try and knock down just a little bit the high side of the white stripe. It's really minimal. It's really a minimal sort of detail. You know, from here, I can't see it. I can see that I want to clean up just a little bit more of the white line. So let me put this up, come down on it like that. There we go. So I think the lines look reasonably good. It almost looks like, no, it almost looks like one there that there's like a little olive drab showing through between the white and the yellow, but that's not the case. It's just not there. So that's where I am right now. I'm eyeing it up on the monitor. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can do a screen cap of that. But yeah, that's where I am. I'm going to go ahead and break because I'm not going to get it into anything else big right now. I'm going to let this stuff dry well until tomorrow, and then I'm gonna, well, no, I'm gonna let it dry for a couple hours here, and then I'm gonna do some more touch up on the line, making sure that the line around the chrome yellow is 100% tight. I don't even want to be able to see, you know, little wavies. I'm going to take care of it to the smallest detail because I can, and then I'm going to once I have that 100%, then I'm going to clear coat these tails and seal that white. Let that dry, and then I'll be working on the decals. Now the decal is, I think I have two choices. It's either a 162, no, it's a 162. That's my best option. 162 across the tail. So I might be able to split the one on the tail, but then on the opposite side, I don't know. I don't want to have to cut a number. Where's my full color? So what I'll do is I'll take a brand new blade. Well, on one side here, they cut between the 6 and the 2 on the rudder, and on the other side they cut between the 1 and the 6. So that's how I'm going to be planning to do it. The 1 is right on the rudder line, and the 2 is pretty much right on the rudder line. But that's how I'm going to plan to do it. You know, it might even be better for me to cut that 2 off of there and lay it as 2 separate decals. Just because sometimes trying to cut the decal down a panel line sometimes causes a tear. I will have to make a determination about what to do about that. But yeah, I'm going to do the 162 on the tail, vertical stabilizer, and then the small insignia right here in front of the air intake. And once I get those on, then I'll be able to do the assembly. I'd like to be able to move ahead and do things like, you know, I could put a pin wash almost all over this. But if there's any touch up, like, you know, here, when after assembly, you know, there's still a little bit of gray right here that needs to go, and I'm going to wait until that's assembled. But it's looking fine, man. She's looking fine. So I'm going to let those tails dry. I'm going to touch them up again with the Mineral Spirit microsurgery. And then when I'm sure I've got these tails 100% where I want them, I'm going to clear coat them, then decals, then assembly, then touch up. Then I can move ahead with things like the pin wash. I've got a lot of chipping to do too. I'm going to be painting chips down this side and this side. I'm going to need to look up reference pictures for that to be sure that I get that good. Yep, it's looking good. I think it's looking good. Looking good. Okay, so there was nobody watching, unless Dickie B Stumbles is out there. But my counter says 1, and I've got a window open, so I think that's counting me. So that's me. I'm gonna touch that stuff up, and I might be back later to do that and see what else I got going on. For now, I will